in a general sense, our team's excited to play a good hockey game. We can't get too caught up in the situation and being at home and having a chance to close the series. We got to worry about our process as a group here and play a better 60-minute hockey game. And I'm just excited we have another chance at that.
There's been a lot of talk about your defensemen and Quinn in particular and how much physicality they've had to endure. How much can you guys as the forward group establish your forecheck more effectively to make sure that you're the team that's laying the body?
Yeah, I think in the first couple games that was us. I think early in the third game that was us too. We were applying pressure to them. We were making their nights really hard, making them second guess, going back and rolling for pucks, and then they kind of tilted the ice the last game and a half there. So I mean, you can tell the game plan works. Whoever's executing it at a higher pace, and you got to win the 50-50s early on in your shift. That's the difference of playing defense or offense in that shift. So I mean, as forwards, we take a lot of pride in our good forecheck and playing in their end. Obviously, that makes our D's night a lot easier.
With the emotions of the series, how much fun are you having?
What's that?
Just with the emotions of the series, how much fun are you having?
Yeah, it's good. It's just fun to be back in this environment. But to be honest with you, the games feel more normal now. I mean, not the last 3 minutes of the last game. Obviously, that's pretty high emotion. But I mean, I think we're just playing a game now. It's to get it out. But I mean, we miss playoff hockey. This is fun. This is why we play and the reason we train and all that. So, I mean, that being said, we're kind of past the emotion part, I think. I think we're just ready to play a good hockey game.
You saw what you guys were able to accomplish sort of with the urgency in those final 3 minutes. Is there some positive reinforcement there? I know you can't replicate that right off the hop, but can you bring that urgency from the end of last game into this one?
We have an extra guy. I don't know. It's a big advantage, and it's hard to play with. It's harder and harder to play with a lead, and I feel like in the league now, because there's that fine line of sitting back and playing aggressive but not giving up chances with a lead, right? But it's harder to finish it off and play with a lead. So, listen, we're doing a lot of good things all season. We're not going to overcomplicate, overthink things. It's the same as what I said after the game. We got to win more 50-50 battles, and we got to move our feet. And typically, when that happens, we're on top of our game. So. I'm not going to think outside the box to achieve it. We just got to worry about Canuck hockey and our staples, and hopefully if we stick to those, we'll have the success we want here.
Obviously the pressure's on them. They need to win to stay alive. Do you guys feel a little bit of pressure to end this so you don't have to go back there for Game 6 just to get it done first chance you get?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of the situation we're in, but I mean, I think our priority, like I alluded to, is the process, and we need to play a better hockey game than we had the last game and a half. So that's a priority for us. Like I said, we can go out and play a really good game tonight. Might not win. Sometimes that happens. I'm sure they feel the same way that happened to them the other night. So it's just worrying about us and worrying about Canuck hockey, and then we can evaluate once the game goes on. But right now, I think it's kind of dangerous for our team to get caught up in we must win, so we don't go back, to get that mindset. So we're just worried about having a good start, dictating play, and we're excited to be back in front of the home fans.
How much has Ian Cole added to that Canuck hockey you're just talking about?
I mean, everything. His style is the way we play as a team. He's clearly a big part of that. He's been around the block, and he's won some big games in his career. So when he speaks, the team listens, and when he plays, we're obviously the way he plays is winning hockey. So it might be a simpler game, and he plays a man's game, really. He's simple, he's hard on pucks, he's physical, and he's not afraid of anything. So he's a big part of our team.
With the Predators looking to front every shot, you were able to take advantage of that on 6-on-5 with the players that you had behind them. How can you take that to 5-on-5 and beat their block?
Well, I mean, the last game we're one and done a lot. I mean, we got to get back to the way we were playing earlier on in the series, in a sense of elongating shifts. We can't throw as many pucks away, even in the ozone. Not really turnovers, but we're losing our opportunity to play more offense. So I just think for us, we need to get more forechecking and smarter forechecking to get the puck back to wear them down, because they're not really using any of their energy in the D zone right now. They know that if they can withstand the one chance, they've been getting out the last two games. So we need to have longer shifts in there, and obviously it starts with a good forecheck.
JT talked about the emotion of the last 3 minutes. People talk about short memory often in terms of overcoming things going against you, but do you have to manage the emotional high from Sunday and going into tonight's game?
I mean, for me, it was nice to win the game. That was a huge moment of the series. They know that, we know that, but I think I'm more worried, and I'm sure we are all worried about just the way we're going to play the game today. I think that we understand that. Not that we got away with one, but we stuck with it, I guess. But they all played us even in the third period, it felt like. So, I mean, we have a lot to, we should be ready to go today. There should be more of a Canuck hockey statement type of game where we're just moving our feet and being hard to play against. And we need to dictate play, because when they dictate, they're a really good hockey team. So
There's been a lot of attention about the timing of your goalie pull, sort of as you move up the ice and allowing you guys to retrieve the puck. Is that something you guys have done all season? Is that something you've done even beyond that, before that?
I think it depends. There's been times where we get full possession, shoot it on net to get a whistle. I just think we were down 2 last game, so there's probably a little more urgency to get them off a little sooner. But I just think it's kind of game dependent. I know Rick always says for them to watch him, so I mean, it's up to him really.
He spun his way into a good spot, but puck wouldn't cooperate as he went.
That's a win.
This is the way.
I hate roller coasters.
I feel fun.
Generational talent. Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.